Okay, we are back, and standing here with me now are some great students and a great officer. Now, let me make sure I get the names right. Rokaya, I still messed it up. Rokaya, Aria, Destiny, Cherish,
Dustin.
and Dustin. Dustin's up front, and this is Atlanta's finest, Officer Palma Boyd.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Let's start with you, Officer Boyd. How did you get involved in the GREAT program, and why?
I always like dealing with children and just being around them, and I had a chance to actually take hold on, I'm at the hold on. I had a chance to be in the class and take the class, and we learned about the GREAT program that way.
And you know, you have the unfortunate task of having to deal with kids, you know, who do bad things, who get involved in gangs. Tell me the difference that you've seen this program, you see it making in the schools, in Atlanta public schools.
Yes, well, I've been doing this is my third year now, and primarily we're at Martin Luther King Middle School.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some of the kids from previous years, they're now in 8th grade, and they come up to us and they thank us for, you know, being in the school and helping them learn about, you know, avoiding gangs and violence.
Wow. And do they, and I know they do, you guys teach them more than just about gangs, right? Because you have to get trained on how to go into the classroom and teach these children.
That's correct. We teach them about life skills, anger management, how to resolve conflicts in a classroom kind of a setting. We have scenarios that we play and just try to make an eventful learning atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. And you know, officers go through a lot of training. You guys get a lot of training.
Yeah.
What's different about this?
This, you get to be one-on-one with children. You get to actually just interact with them where they may have never seen officers in a positive way. They might have always seen them in a negative aspect where they're on their block or, you know, doing some kind of police work. So this way it's more positive for the students.
Right. And let's speak to some of the students. Aria, she goes to Burgess Peterson Academy. What do you think about the GREAT program? Why is it important at your school?
I think it's good and it's important to learn about some of the things like respect. Respect is very important to a lot of people in our schools, and definitely like bystanders, bullying, people getting addicted to drugs and gangs. If you must don't know, bystanders are someone who watches something. Like, for example, if you get into a fight and there's somebody just watching it, don't go tell if they're in the fight and they just watch. And I think it's actually important because some of the polices that come to our school, they teach us some good things, and our students in our schools are actually doing a good job since Sergeant Claxton and her officers have come to our school and teach us about some good things.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Have you ever been the victim of bullying?
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
a lot of times.
Really?
Mostly about my color.
Really? And that's unfortunate. Tell me what you have learned specifically by being involved with the GREAT program and how it has helped you.
Well, I used to start fights, arguments, but since they have came, and I've been counseled by my counselor, my behavior has changed. My grades have been coming up, and I would like to thank Sergeant Claxton.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
And Dustin, to you, what does the GREAT program mean to you? What have you learned?
I learned that gangs, drugs, and all the stuff that's like bad for you is not really good for you. And that gangs and
Gangs are just bad in general, right? And how has being involved with the program changed your life?
it changed because I used to get in fights and other stuff. And I used to like get into like arguments, fights, and other stuff. Like, I don't know, like.
Okay. When you hear these stories, like I didn't know that you guys, you know, you were bullied, and I guess you said you were a bully at one time.
Yes.
You were the bully. Wow. Hearing these student stories and realizing the impact this program has made in their lives, how does that make you feel actually going into the schools and teaching these kids this?
It makes me feel real good because I look at all of these kids as kind of like my own, and to let them do better and know that bullying is not good, and to be able to give back to the community, because this is our community. As an officer, I may not live in the city of Atlanta, but this is my community. I want to be able to see these kids 5, 10 years from now and having a good, positive relationship with police.
Mm-hmm. And they're also young. I think the youngest is, you're 9? 10, I'm sorry. Get it right. 10, and this is the crucial age, and this is the age range that gangs tend to go after, right?
Exactly. They start as early as 5th grade. Ari is in the 5th grade, so that's when they start observing these bad behaviors and the crime in their neighborhood, and we want to get them as early as we can in elementary school and beyond. We go all the way up until like 7th grade, so it really helps.
Your parents, I mean, how do your parents feel about it? What does your mom, your dad say?
My mom and my dad, I used to be selfish to my brothers, and my mom used to always say, think about other people than yourself. And when I told my mom my behavior has been coming up since the GREAT program has been coming to our school, my mom was very excited. She used to do very special things for me and I'm very proud for myself.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you have a different outlook on school now?
No, not really.
No? What about you, Dustin?
My mom I didn't even tell her about it. And that's it. That's all I gotta say.
So she doesn't know you're in the GREAT program? She has to know by now. How'd you get here?
Oh no, she knows now.
Oh, okay. But you didn't tell her about the program at first or about your behavior? Which one are you talking about?
The program.
About the program? Okay, but I'm sure she's happy to know that it has had a positive impact in your life. Yes?
Yeah.
It's okay to say yes. Cool, cool. Now, you were a part of the first class to be involved in the program right here at APD.
Yes, yes.
Cool.
The program, it takes a little bit of everybody. I personally am like a field officer. We have detectives, we have sergeants, just a mixture of all different kind of officers from the different squads and things like that, to, like I said, just actually go out in the community and let them see a positive side of the police, and also a resistance to the violence and the crime and things like that.
Wonderful. I want to thank all of you for joining us today and stay with the program. It's a great program, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you all. All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back with a wrap up.